a freezing December night. And along the banks of Indianapolis's White River, a horrifying scene. There, on a walking path, the body of a woman.
For my niece to lay there on that ground like that, somebody killed my niece like that. That's horrible to me.
She was face down on blood-stained concrete as two German shepherds fiercely guard her body.
They were circling the body and, again, being aggressive towards anyone who were approaching.
It's not long before medics and cops swarm the scene.
Well, unfortunately, we were met by the two dogs described to us as being very vicious and protective of her person. They were initially unable to approach the victim to check for signs of life.
There were none, and police soon learn the victim is 52-year-old Sherese Bingham. What they don't know is who would want her dead.
It's almost like a Sherlock Holmes tale, just a mystery that just dropped out of thin air.
Investigative reporter Russ McQuaid followed the unsolved, cold-blooded murder of Sherese Bingham for years. A case that has eluded cops and kept the community on edge.
How did she die?
She died of a gunshot wound to the chest, and it was from a bullet from her own weapon.
That weapon was found lying next to her along with her cell phone. Cops believe she tried to make a phone call before she died.
Sherese kept a weapon, a handgun for her own protection. She always kept it in a pouch. The pouch was discovered at home, and the gun was discovered by her side.
But a gun and fierce dogs didn't protect this devoted churchgoer on the very night she needed it the most. Cops quickly rule out suicide and robbery, her adoring family stunned that someone had point-blank murdered Sherese, a married career woman who held several degrees.
And she had a way about her that when she walked in a room, she made people turn their heads.
My baby sister, Sherese, we called her Reese. She always wanted to help somebody. She took care of my mother when she was sick. She helped my dad out, helped my brother out.
Although Sherese had no children, her dogs were like her babies. And even at a young age, she had an uncanny ability to train German shepherds.
She was, I'm going to say about 9 or 10. She had a dog named Cruiser, beautiful German shepherd. That dog could do just everything with her.
In high school, Sherese was a popular student athlete. In her late 20s, she met a man named Eugene. The couple had been married for 28 years. It all seemed so normal, for the most part.
Do you remember when you first met Eugene?
He was just too quiet. I don't remember having a whole full sentence or conversation with him.
I know he was a demanding person, kind of cocky-act, you know, head always up in the air.
The family says if things were amiss in the couple's marriage, she kept it to herself. Then, they say, after almost 3 decades together, the couple drifted apart and seemed to live separate lives.
After they had been married for years, she would say he had his own room downstairs, and that's where he would be. And she would be upstairs running the house, her dogs, going to work, whatever, but he would always be in that room. Isn't that strange?
On the night of her murder, with Eugene down in the basement, Sherese took the dogs on a walk to one of her favorite spots.
It is a little bit desolate in the fact that you won't see a lot of other people.
The dog was very protective of her. They was like guard dogs, and nobody couldn't get close to her. And that's what everybody is puzzled about right now. Who got that close to her to murder her with her own gun?
Were Sherese's dogs comfortable around Eugene?
Yes, they was. They was very comfortable with her husband. He took them walking, he fed them, he took care of them for all them years.
If only dogs could talk. This family soon began to wonder what they might reveal. Shortly after the shooting, Keith grew disturbed that Eugene didn't call him immediately, even waiting till the next morning to reach out.
So he just couldn't get a hold of you, the evening she was murdered, so he tried just the next day.
Just tried the next day. If you can't get me, it was that important, come and knock on my door. Why you let them hours pass? That was puzzling to me.
And that's not all. At Sherese's funeral, family members say they noticed Eugene's behavior was odd.
He talked more than ever, and we all kept looking at him because he was talking.
So it was strange.
Yeah. I ain't even never heard his voice, I don't think, until then. It was weird.
But weird certainly couldn't prove murder. And there were other unexplainable possibilities also. Looking back, Deborah recalls an eerie conversation she had with her niece shortly before her murder.
And I'll never forget this, is that she kept talking about, do you think I'm paranoid because I feel like I'm being followed?
She thought she was being followed.
Yeah. She said it's a dark blue blazer that keeps everywhere I go. So she kept all these different locations to herself and him.
In another disturbing phone call.
The day that she got killed, and she said, I just want you to know I love you. That was maybe about 3 hours before she died.
Was Sherese living in fear, and did she have a premonition of her own death?
She knew something. She did. Maybe she wasn't sure, but she knew. That's what hurts. And I can never get through a conversation if I tell that part without crying, because I can still hear her say that.
Despite the mysterious and unanswered signs, soon after her murder, Sherese's family had a razor-sharp intuition.
When did you first start to suspect that Eugene may have been involved?
From the beginning.
That was your gut.
That was straight up from the beginning. Never thought of nothing else, because them dogs will not let you near her, okay?
Was the killer among them?
We always said the answer is in the dogs.
Up next, investigators go looking into Sherese's life, and a long, dark secret is revealed.
2 households that you're taking care of, two women. It's a long time deceiving somebody.